Hi, everybody. I'm Sam, and this is My Sister's Diary. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to My Sister's Diary. I'm your host, Sam, and I'm joined once again today with...
Kate.
Kate. You want to tell them your last name?
Yeah, my last name's Cranny. Kate Marie Cranny.
Caitlin Murray.
Caitlin.
Sometimes I call you Caitlin, like when I'm just talking. I don't know why.
That's because it's my name.
You're stupid. That's not what I mean. Like, I don't know. Like, you never call me Samantha.
Mm-mm. But I didn't grow up calling you Samantha. Like, mom and dad call me Caitlin. Dad calls me Caitlin.
Sure, he does. Dad calls me Samantha sometimes too.
Yeah.
If anyone calls me Sam because they think, or won't call me Sam because they think it's a boy name, it's not.
No, it's not. I think I know more girls named Sam than I do boys named Sam.
Yeah, I just heard once that someone didn't want to call me Sam because they thought it was a boy's name, and that makes me mad.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Anyway, I won't say who it was. Right when I started trying to record, I almost, like, instead of doing the intro, I almost went, Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for... I almost started saying a prayer. I'm worried about this episode, apparently. Today, we are doing Am I the Asshole? So I had listeners submit some situations they've been in where they're not sure if they're in the wrong or if they're justified for their behavior or their thinking, you know? So
yes.
I didn't really give you time to prepare this, but has there ever been a situation where you're like, I don't know, maybe that was me?
Yeah, a lot of times.
Can you think of any?
Well, most of the time I know I'm the asshole, but I do it anyways.
Okay, like when?
Like,
Making my way downtown, talking fast, faces pass, and I'm homebound. Is that how it goes?
Mm-hmm. Well, okay. So I work in third grade, and, well, I work in an elementary school, and sometimes the kids will, like, be a-holes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not a-holes, but stinkers.
Have a-hole behavior.
Yes. And they'll, like, be rude to another student, and then another student's rude to them, and they come up to me, and they're like, Miss Kate, this person was rude to me. And I'm like, well... Can't dish it out.
Did you deserve it?
Yeah. Like sometimes I'm not as maybe sympathetic for them as I should be, but sometimes I'm just like, well.
Sometimes the kids learn that. Like
get over
sometimes
it.
When people are giving me like the hard truth, I still remember those moments when I'm like, you're right. Like,
yeah.
That I was wrong.
I'm like, well, you're rude to them. So
yeah. This reminds me of in college one time. This isn't really like a-hole behavior necessarily, but kind of like we were talking, it was like a cultural class, and we were kind of talking about how like to incorporate culture into the classroom in an appropriate way. And someone was like, well, I feel like she drinks coffee in the morning and she'd bring a thermos of it. And she's like, I feel myself lying to my students saying it's hot chocolate because I don't want them to think I'm not Mormon or something like that.
Right.
And she's like asking for advice. I raised my hand and I'm like, could you just pretend like it's hot chocolate? And my teacher was like, no, that's wrong.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. And I was like, okay.
Well,
like, how stupid am I? She was asking for advice on how not to do that.
Yeah. One time I know I've talked about this before, but like throwing away my roommate's decorations, I was the asshole, and I knew it. I knew it consciously when I was throwing them away. Mm-hmm. I knew they'd be mad. But in my mind, I was like, it's fine. They're going to be like, wow, thanks, Kate, for decorating our house so cute.
Yeah.
No, I knew I was being the asshole, but I did it anyways.
Yeah. Well, one time, and I hope Robbie's carpool. It's people he doesn't carpool with anymore, actually. But there was a husband and a wife who were carpooling with him. And they thought because they were married that they only counted as one person because they came...
As a pair.
Because it's not like they went and picked him up from their house. Like, it wasn't like, I don't know. So, they didn't think they had to take 2 turns driving because they were one.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, but, like, their body was taking up an extra seat in the car, so.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. It made me mad. I, raged about it, even though it wasn't even my issue. But, yeah, I can't think of any other.
I can't think of any prominent.
Rude or
me
ever
neither.
do anything wrong. So, like, there's never a time when I've ever been in the wrong.
Well, sometimes at work, I will like, when I work up in the summertime, because I have this like power trip that goes to my head when I work up there. It's a me problem. She's
like the manager when she goes
up,
right?
And so I feel like I'm the boss. Mm-hmm. And so sometimes I'll like unnecessarily argue with a customer about something that I could probably just let go. But
you're like, I'm in charge.
Yes,
here.
sometimes.
I'm in charge.
Well, and the problem is that my boss gives me that power.
It's probably the same power trip I have as a mom.
Yeah. He's like, I don't care. Take care of it. And I'm like, no, I'm not waiving your $5 late fee. They're like, it's $5. I'm like, I don't care.
It's $5.
It's $5 every 10 minutes, and you were 7 minutes late. That rounds up to $5. Yes.
So you really do that?
Sometimes. It depends
you round up?
Yeah.
It's every 10 minutes. So if they haven't hit the 10 minutes, then...
I don't actually know. But sometimes they'll be like 15 minutes late, and I'm like, that's...
20 minutes.
Yeah, so... And sometimes, like, it's literally just $5. And I'm like, no, it's the inconvenience of making me stay here longer than you should have.
You would probably be there anyway.
Yes. Yeah. It depends on, like, if they come back and they're like, we're so sorry this happened. And I'm like, you know what? It's totally fine. But then when they come back and they're like, it's your fault that we're late because you didn't tell us how heavy the raft was or something like that. And I'm like, are you stupid?
Yeah.
$5.
I'm racking my brain for other times when... honestly, when I am the a-hole, I probably just like block it out of my mind. So that's probably why I don't remember.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, no, I wasn't.
Yeah. Or sometimes I like genuinely don't think about it. I'm like,
I'm sure there's people out there who are like, I can think of a few
yeah,
for you.
Where I'm like, I really don't think that was me being rude.
Yeah. I'm never, ever.
Well, you know what's asshole-ish of other people is when they're like, they say this to me and you. Oh, I thought you were a complete jerk when I first met you because
they'll
you
tell me I
have
have a
RBF.
bad RBF.
Yeah. I'm like, no, you're the asshole for saying that.
Yeah, you guys don't have any idea how many people tell me that.
Yeah,
like,
it's rude. Like, you think that's what I want to hear?
Like, the first few times we hang out, they don't really talk to me, and I think they don't like me. And then I'm also a little shy the first time I hang out with people a little bit. And then once I, like, get comfortable, they're like, I thought you were so mean. And I'm like... Thanks.
Why? Because you think I'm ugly?
Thank you.
Yeah.
A lot of people will be like, it's because your eyes are so blue. And I'm like, I can't change the color of my eyes.
Yeah.
They're like, I just didn't want to look at your face. I'm like...
Ew, or I hate it when, like, older people, like, specifically old men are like, you have the most beautiful eyes.
When they tell you to look at them, I'm like...
Yes. I literally close my eyes.
Like, where do I put my eyes? They're like, let me see those eyes. I'm like, no.
I know, it's so
like,
creepy.
how do I look at you, let you see my eyes without looking at you?
Yes.
I can't.
Yeah.
People at the grocery
awkward.
store, that's why I will not get my groceries checked out by a grocer.
Yeah.
Unless someone's with me. Because every single time, I guess not every single time.
They say something about your eyes?
Literally, probably every other time, I'm not kidding. They will be like, let me look at those eyes.
Yeah, like, it's so creepy.
Yeah. All right. Shall we get into you guys, the listener submissions?
Yes.
Okay.
We just barely recorded an episode like 2 days ago, so we don't really have...
Yeah, we don't have anything to talk about.
Yeah.
Let me think. Oh, we watched another movie last night.
Oh, yes.
Let's talk about it briefly. Has Natalie Portman in it.
Yeah, so we thought it was going to be good.
Yeah. It was... I've read reviews on it afterwards, and people really liked it. It's by the same directors as Arrival.
Mm-hmm.
And it has very much the same feel. Like, it almost feels like the same movie, but it's totally different.
Oh, like the last 20 minutes of the movie?
So confused.
I, like, had a headache. Like, my brain was so, like, what is this?
I kept forgetting to blink. My eyes were hurting because I had contacts in.
Like, I feel like the first part of the movie was good until they got to, like, the lighthouse or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, the movie's called Annihilation, by the way.
Yeah, it was very, very confusing.
Yeah, and the end didn't really wrap up anything for me either.
No. So. Yeah. It gave the same vibes as Arrival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I watched Arrival for the first time, I was prepared to be like, as soon as they turned it off, I was going to be like, that was the stupidest movie ever. Mm-hmm. But, like, as soon as they turned it off, everyone was like, wow.
Yeah.
That's the best sci-fi movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I just don't
I just don't know good films?
Yeah. Well, and we watched the movie The Gorge, and it was really good. Mm-hmm. And so I expected it, like, the storyline sounded similar to that, but it was like the ending was completely different.
Yeah. I love movies that are like thriller, like end of the world type things.
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
But thank you for listening to our movie review corner.
Yes.
We're going to be paid critics soon. Okay, let me find the first one.
First cut is the
Did it not do all of this?
Baby, I know.
Okay, the first one says, I have an older brother who is constantly calling me names. He tries to be funny and make it a joke, but I can tell there's always hidden intention. I live with a few roommates, but he lives in the same city as me. Am I the a-hole for not wanting to spend time with him? He asks me to hang out, and I always make it... Oh my gosh. You're okay. He asked me to hang out, and I always make an excuse as to why I can't. I cannot stand him and low-key wish I didn't live near him. I know he's family, but I don't want to be his friend nor ever want to spend time with him. This is so sad.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, what do you do? I don't even know.
Could you be like, bro, stop calling me names?
Yeah, but I assume that she's tried this.
Yeah, and maybe he's like, I am just making jokes, you know?
You can tell, though, with some people that it's just like they're not joking.
Yeah, like there's always a hidden meaning behind it. Yeah.
Here's the thing is, like, I know people say blood runs thicker than water. Yeah, you still have to be their brother or sister, but, like, you don't have to hang out with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like...
Like, do you think they're the a-hole in this situation?
I don't think so.
No.
I think if it's, like, putting a strain on your everyday, like, if you don't have a good time and you feel down when you're with them, I don't think you have to be friends, you know?
No, definitely. And I do think it's worth, if you haven't already, if they're like, well, why don't you ever want to hang out with me? Just tell them, I don't like it when you call me names.
Yeah.
And you always call me names.
I don't like it when you're constantly rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, you may have to approach, it depends on how sensitive the other person is.
Or how close your relationship was or is, you know?
If it's your brother, though, I feel like you should be able to be like, dude, stop calling me names.
Yeah.
You know? If
Even
it's like
if
a sister, then it's different.
Even if you think it's funny, like, don't call me names anymore.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I call you names all the time, but I don't mean it.
Yeah, like there's not... Okay, moving on. We have a newborn and a toddler. My toddler never sleeps through the night, so when I'm not up with the baby, I'm up with the toddler. My husband just sleeps through it all because he says it's more important that he sleeps good so he can stay awake at work. And when I'm a stay-at-home mom, I get naps, so being up at night shouldn't matter. Am I the asshole for thinking this man should hang by his toes for even daring to say that?
No, he should hang by his toes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't really have any experience with this situation, but I feel like it's definitely a partner, you know, like a two-way.
Yeah. I don't know. It depends. Depends a little bit. Because, like, if your husband needs, like, 8 hours of sleep to function, like, his mental health suffers if he doesn't kind of thing, that's maybe different. But to me, it sounds like he's like, yeah, well, you get to nap during the day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you don't.
No.
You have a toddler? You think you're getting a nap?
Yeah.
No. And the chances of your toddler and your newborn's nap lining up,
yeah,
not very likely.
Not very likely.
So that's a dumb excuse for him to be like, you can nap during the day. That's stupid. Robbie, I'll just tell you, Robbie pretty much takes care of everything at night.
Oh, really?
He goes to work early in the morning, really early. But he knows, like, I have to have lots of sleep. Like, it's not just like me being like, oh my gosh, I need my beauty sleep. No, I'll, like, have a mental crash out if I don't get...
I'm the
I have,
same
like,
way.
multiple days in a row that I don't get good sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm the same way. I go to bed at, like, 9 o'clock sharp.
Yeah. Sometimes I do. Not as good as I used to be. Anyway, no, I do not think you're the asshole.
I don't think
your
so
husband
either.
is.
I think it's definitely a partnership that both of you need to be in on, you know?
But, I'm not saying, like, because Robbie does a lot of it, that every husband has to be like that. But I do think it should be a mix. Especially
like, I'm sure you guys have...
so hard.
Like, I'm sure you guys have talked about it. Like, he understands that you need this, and you understand that he needs this, you know?
Like, when I was nursed, so I nursed our last two babies, and what we would kind of do is, like, the baby sleeps on his side of the bed, which I know some moms can't do that because they're too anxious, but baby sleeps on his side of the bed, and he wakes up when baby wakes up and changes. No, he usually just hands me the baby. And then after the baby's done eating, because it takes forever when they're a newborn, because they gotta burp, they gotta switch sides, and it just takes so long for them to eat. And then I hand the baby back to him, and he changes, and then puts the baby back to sleep. And that's just what we do.
Yeah.
And sometimes we have, like, this rule of, like, if it's taking longer than an hour, then it's time to switch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at least you're kind of going
So then one person isn't up for, like, 4 hours with the baby while the other one's... Yeah.
But, like, with Robbie, he leaves in the morning at, like, 5 o'clock. So if it was, like, after 3 when the baby got up, I just stayed up with the baby. Because I'm like, he does need sleep before he goes to work.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anyway, everyone has to do everything the way I did it.
Yeah.
Okay. This says, oh, I'm jealous. Okay. My friend's husband is a pro athlete, and they blow through their money like it's burning holes in their pockets. Then she complains to me that she doesn't have enough money in between paychecks. Note they make over $12,000 a month when he's in season. And she also has a good job. Am I the jerk for feeling like they have nothing to complain about and they just need to be smart with their money and stop living outside their means?
I don't think you're the asshole for thinking that.
No.
I think that even if you have an expensive lifestyle, you still need to learn how to manage your money. Like, I have an expensive lifestyle and I don't have the money for it. Yeah. And I was really bad. I'm horrible at managing my money.
Who's your friend?
Yeah.
Like,
I want to be friends
with a pro
with her.
athlete.
Yeah.
Maybe you could use this to your advantage. Like,
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Yeah.
maybe not. Just
But
kidding.
yeah, I definitely think that complaining about not, having enough money for things that she maybe wants to do instead of things that they need to do.
This is kind of what I'm thinking. I agree with you for the most part, but like, say there's someone who's complaining about their weight and they're complaining about it to someone who's bigger than them.
Mm-hmm.
The bigger person's like, you cannot complain.
Yeah.
Because I'm bigger than you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of giving the same energy if you're like, you can't complain about money because you have more than me.
Yeah.
So like, just let them complain.
Yeah,
if
just
they're
listen.
Complaining.
Yeah.
But I totally understand being frustrated because they probably work, not saying that he doesn't work hard being a pro athlete, but like, you guys probably work hard too.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's frustrating to see someone blow through money and then complain about not having any.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you kind of just have to let people do what they're going to do.
Yeah, like you don't want to push away you don't want to like invalidate their feelings.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Because no matter how much money, this is like when we moved into this house that we have, it had more bedrooms than our last house. And I was like, there's no freaking way we're ever going to have enough stuff to fill this house. Like there's no way. And my mom's like, you'll grow to the space you have.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's sometimes true with money too. Because like,
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
that's your own fault.
Because if you make that much money, you're going to want to spend it.
Yeah.
Like
but definitely
everybody wants to spend all of their money.
Yeah. But there's ways to be smart about it. So I do understand. But just giving you my 2 cents.
Yes. Okay.
But I don't think you're the asshole. Just so I can clarify that.
Yes.
I think there's no assholes.
Yes. Okay, this next one says, my husband has been taking Mounjaro, yet he isn't eating well or working out. So he's literally just living on a prayer that it will just take his weight away. Am I the booty hole for being mad at him for squandering this opportunity when I'd give my whole right butt cheek just to lose 70 pounds? But can't because at this time in life, it's just not in the best interest. In parentheses, she has pregnant, so she's probably pregnant. I am taking semaglutide, and you definitely have to work for it.
Yeah, well, it's not just going to melt your fat off.
No, it's not a fat burning medication.
No.
Like
I don't really know how it works, to be totally honest. But
yeah, it definitely just slows down your, not immune system.
makes you really sick. Digestion.
Yeah, it slows down your digestion, which keeps you fuller longer.
Well, it helps balance your blood sugar too.
Yeah, and so you're living in more of a calorie deficit than you were before, I think.
Yeah.
But you still have to go to the gym. You still have to lose weight, especially because the medication is so expensive, especially if you're taking a name brand.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're going to spend that much money on a medication, you need to
work for it.
Get what you can out of it.
Well, I think it can be like, it shouldn't be used, and this is just my opinion. Obviously, everyone's going to have a different opinion about it, but like, I don't know that it should necessarily be used to be like the only means of, like, if you're wanting to lose weight.
Yes.
If you want to lose weight and like have a healthier lifestyle, not saying you have to be skinny to have a healthier lifestyle. I'm not saying that at all.
Yes.
But if you want to like feel better, you need to start working out too. And you need to start eating better.
Yeah.
And it can't just be the shot. You can't
there's
rely on that
there's
alone.
not a medication that literally melts your fat off your body.
No.
It's not.
Besides cocaine.
Yes. But please don't do that.
Don't do that.
I think it's like you got to work for it. I mean, like, even if you weren't taking the medication and you wanted to lose weight, you still have, you have to obviously work for it.
Yeah.
So this is just like a helping hand.
Well, and at some point, aren't they like not going to take it anymore?
Yeah.
And don't you want to like if you lose weight and you start feeling better?
Yeah.
Doesn't have like you might lose weight and you don't feel better because you didn't change anything.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you didn't start working
Well,
out.
and
You
like
didn't
she
start-
says I'd give my whole right butt cheek just to lose, but because at this time in life, it's not the best interest. So there are people who, I mean, it's pretty expensive. Even the compounded semaglutide that's not name brand, it's pretty expensive, and there are people who can't afford
to
it and
take it,
stuff.
yeah.
And so to just be taking it and being like, yeah, I'm just waiting for it to melt my fat off, like,
Watch, he does lose a bunch of weight.
Yeah, seriously. So
I can see being frustrated. I would be frustrated for sure. I'd probably tell Robbie though. I'd be like, "What? Why?
yeah.
What are you doing?"
And by all means, like, it's not easy to eat healthier and go to the gym, but it's, you know, like, it's a hard thing to do. It's obviously way easier to gain the weight than to lose it. So
Unfortunately,
I feel like you kind of have to be, like, committed, you know,
Yeah.
if you're going to start taking a medication like that.
yeah. Well, like, I don't know. It's kind of tricky with weight loss stuff in general. I tend to like not focus on it so much, but sometimes I do. I try to have a good balance, but I'm not super good at it.
Yeah.
But instead of like, I don't know. Never mind. I won't go on this.
Well, like, I'm taking semaglutide, and I could definitely be better. You know, I could eat healthier. I could go to the gym more often, but I'm not just sitting around waiting for it to fall off. You know,
Yeah.
like, I'm still trying to eat a little better, trying to go to the gym.
So what's your verdict? Do you think this lady's a a-hole?
No,
the
I don't
booty
think
hole?
so. I don't think so. You have to do like a lifestyle change too.
Yeah.
And this
Which is
isn't just like a
hard.
diet. This is a lifestyle change.
Do you feel like it helps you make those choices? Like it helps those choices be easier? Does that make sense?
Yes, because I think the amount of money that I'm paying for it makes it more like
Like I need to work.
I need
for
to do this,
Yeah.
especially because like I know that it might not be available forever. And
yeah,
so I need
supposedly
to
it's going away on like April. something.
yeah, so I need to work for it while I have it,
Yeah.
you know.
Bummer.
So, I know. So,
All right, let's move on.
'Kay.
Sorry, I went on a little spiel about weight loss, but whatever. I don't think you're an asshole. Just
I don't think you are either.
yeah. Also, saying booty hole feels like more crude.
Yes, I know.
I don't think it is, but I picture it more.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, next one says, I feel like I could write a million of these, all about my in-laws, unfortunately, with the upside down smiley face. My now sister-in-law dated my husband before she got with his brother, very typical in the family. They both said there was never anything physical. She's always putting her 2 cents into our relationship and giving her unsolicited advice. She acts like she knows so much. Anyway, we have moved closer and she will always make odd comments to my husband. Her cousin, who is also an ex of my husband, texted him. This is messy. Texted him after 4 years of not talking and told him she wanted to be friends. He told me, so I messaged the girl and immediately started going off about how I didn't need to text her because she already blocked my husband. I'm confused.
I'm very confused.
I said, if you want to be friends with him, you can be friends with me too, very passive aggressively. Anyway, she immediately called my sister-in-law and told her. My sister-in-law told her I was not being serious about her friend and rather I was being sarcastic. It's true. I don't want to be her friend, but I wanted to know why after 4.5 years she missed their friendship. Am I the a-hole? Okay, so let me get this straight. Your sister-in-law dated your husband, right?
Yes.
But your sister-in-law's cousin also dated your husband.
Yes.
And your sister-in-law's cousin texted your husband and said, I want to be friends.
Yes. But the sister-in-law says that there was nothing like they didn't have sex, basically.
Yeah.
That's tricky.
And the cousin wants to be friends with the husband and you don't. I understand, like,
The not wanting them
why?
to be friends.
Why do you need to be friends?
Yes.
Like, are you going to hang out socially?
Yeah.
No.
I probably honestly would have let him say to her, you know, I don't really feel comfortable being friends, instead of like texting her and going on this big old huge
Rant
passive
about it.
aggressive rant to her.
What if your husband wouldn't?
Yeah.
What if he was like,
So it depends on how he's treating the situation also.
because then you can be mad at him too.
Yeah.
That's the thing. When people tell me, and you do this too, I'm calling you out.
Okay.
When they are like, I just want to be friends. We're just friends. And it's your ex. I'm like, you don't need any more friends.
Yes.
Like, you being friends with them is you holding on to the hope that they'll
Exactly.
come back to you.
Yes, that's exactly why I'm still friends with. I'm not friends with any of them anymore, but
Yeah. That's why people want
that's
to be
why I
friends.
hang on to it for
'Cause they're
so
like,
long.
it could come back.
Yes.
Someday they'll want me again.
Yes. And that's why I hang on to some of those friendships for long enough. And then I'm like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's what I feel like this cousin is doing. Is she's like, I don't. The man's married. Okay?
Well, and especially
You
after 4
lost.
years of just randomly coming back and being like, hey, I want to be your friend.
Yeah. Maybe
No,
she's
that's-
on like a forgiveness
Maybe.
roll
But
or whatever.
I don't think I would ever do that. I mean, like, I would never message my now ex-boyfriend who we've been broken up for probably 4 years and message him and say, hey, I want to be friends. Like, I would never do that.
No. Why would you want to be friends with your ex-boyfriend either? Like,
Yeah.
You broke up for a reason.
Yes, exactly.
Unless you still want them.
Yeah.
Then you'd want to be friends, right? Maybe I'm toxic. Maybe, I don't know. There's some people who are like, men and women can be friends platonically. Sure. But
But it's
why does it have to be an ex?
Yeah.
And why does it have to be 4 years?
I dated a boy who was my really good friends for like 2 years before we dated. And after we broke up, it was just really hard to go back to being just friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't think I could like genuinely be friends with an ex-boyfriend, even if they were my good friend for 2 years before the relationship. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's just, it gets messy.
Yeah.
Because you still have those connections that you had, you know?
Yeah. I would also feel so weird if my husband had dated my sister-in-law.
Yes.
I'd be scared. Not really, but maybe I'm just jealous.
If your husband dated your sister-in-law, wouldn't that be his sister?
No, not necessarily. It'd be like Robbie dating our brother's wife.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
I just feel like that would be weird.
I do feel also that would be weird.
Although I'm pretty sure our grandma dated our grandpa's brother.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
They kissed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grandma, I got some words for you.
Yeah, we need your 2 cents in this. I don't know. That's so tricky because I find myself, as much as I want to say I'm not that girl, I find myself being very possessive, kind of in that way. Like if my boyfriend was friends with his ex-girlfriend, I would not be comfortable with that.
Yeah. I guess it also depends on like how secure you are in your relationship.
Yes.
Because if like, I don't know,
And
I'd like to say that Robbie, like if someone was like, I want to be friends, I don't think it would change anything between him and I. But I would also be like, why do you need to be friends with her?
Yeah. And maybe it's changed like since I've gotten older, I feel like I'm less, you know, but like from past experiences, I feel like that never ended in a good
Yeah, well, it just depends on the dynamic of your relationship.
Yeah, and how deep the relationship was with the ex.
Yeah. All right, I don't think you're an a-hole necessarily, but I think you need to step back from it.
Yes, I agree. Because you're getting yourself too emotionally involved, and then it's just going to put a strain on your relationship, possibly.
Yeah, that girl doesn't even need to be involved. You can just talk to your husband where you're both at.
Well, and you don't even owe her an explanation of why you don't want them to be friends. Just don't talk to her. You know?
Exactly.
You don't always owe somebody an explanation.
Yeah. And if your sister-in-law like talking to her cousin about it, who cares? Just let them talk.
Yes. Okay. This one says, feeling upset about my roommate's side of the room being a disaster. Like I can't even see the floor on her side. Like I understand it's her side, but it's shared space, right? And her crap being everywhere in the living room and kitchen too. I understand she lives here too, but nobody else has their stuff scattered like she does. I almost find it disrespectful, but I genuinely think she just doesn't get it. I don't think you're the a-hole for being upset. Because, you know, like...
You live there too.
Yes, and even though your side of the room might not be messy, it's the whole room, you know, like the whole vibe that the room gives off.
Yeah. I understand if they're just like a more cluttery person in general.
Yes.
And maybe they're not super tidy, that's fine, but like filth.
Yeah, gross and dirty. Yeah,
that is disrespectful for sure.
Yes, I think so too.
But like if you're the kind of person that's like really aesthetic and your roommate has like stuff that you think is junky, you can't do anything about that.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't do anything about that. But.
If it's like clothes thrown everywhere, empty garbage, you know, like empty fast food bags on the ground. Yeah, like I think that's a different story.
But also I'm not saying that you're not the a-hole, just like to remedy the situation. I've never really heard of like a good way that people do this.
Yeah.
Like, telling her it's just going to become nagging. She's not going to change.
Yes.
Like she will have to realize it herself.
Well, and like the part about in the living room and kitchen too, does that just mean like she has a lot of
like she probably
utensils?
Doesn't clean up after herself like in the kitchen.
Yeah,
like
and
if
I think
she uses like a pan or something, she leaves it out there and lets it get moldy with macaroni in it.
Yeah.
Kate did this one.
I did that one time and I walked out into the kitchen and they were having like a conference about whose pan it was. And they're like, is this yours? I was like, yeah. I threw the whole pan away. I didn't even wash it. So.
That wasn't your pan.
I know.
You're staring at yourself.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I was looking in the mirror, but I can't see myself.
So you're staring at yourself in the mirror.
Anyway, but yeah, I think like if you say, hey, is that your pan in the room?
I can see how that would get old though.
Yes.
Like always having to ask them to put it away.
Yes.
That would get old.
It would get old.
Yeah. I don't know how. Just living with roommates sucks. That's just the only thing.
It's really hard because you don't want it to be awkward by saying like, hey, clean up your stuff. Yeah. But you also don't want to be forced to live in that.
Yeah,
filth.
I think the only thing that you can control is if it's affecting you. So, like the clothes on the floor,
like if your room stinks,
you may not be able to control that because I don't know. I do think like if you have laundry in your room, it starts to smell like your laundry.
Yeah, it does.
Like it starts to smell like sweaty pits. And
or old food bags or stuff like that. It starts to stink.
Anyway, so yeah, I don't think you're the a-hole.
I don't think you are either.
But I don't know that there's much you can do about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one says, I was driving in our little town and turned the corner to the right lane. And once I signaled and it went, oh my gosh, I freaking can't read. I was driving in our little town and turned the corner into the right lane. And once in it, I signaled and went into the left. The car behind me went into the left and freaked and began honking at me. I, in return, honked back. This caused her to flip me off and I chose to wave. She began to just turn to her destination. I continued down maybe a quarter mile and parked at a grocery store I continued down maybe a quarter mile and parked at a grocery store. As I got out, this car came flying next to me and began yelling profanities profusely. Am I the asshole for feeling like I did nothing wrong?
No, that other person is definitely the asshole.
Yeah. People just get like as soon as a horn is honked, people are like lose their minds.
Yeah, like when I was driving here, there was a guy who cut me off. He literally backed up and drove into my lane because we were stopped at a stoplight.
Oh yeah, you told me this.
And I honked because I was mad, and he like opened the door and was like, raised his hands up, and I was like,
yeah, like sorry,
you did, yeah, like you did this. So
yeah. One time I flipped a Yui on top of a blind hill, almost hit a car. It was absolutely my fault. And he followed me, and he's like a big guy. And he got out of his car. I was like 17 probably. Got out of his car. I got in my car because I'm stupid. And he like starts walking over to me. He's angry and like, I don't know, he's scared looking. And he just starts like swearing at me, telling me I'm effing stupid. And I could have killed someone, which he's probably right. But there's like a guy across the road that I knew. And he's like, hey, Sam, what's going on? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I cut this guy off, and he's like, okay. And then he starts telling the guy, like, hey, knock it off. Like, you're not going to change it. It already happened.
What's that movie of that psychopath guy? The lady honks at him, and then he like kills her family.
Is it called Unhinged? No. Maybe it is.
But do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it has Russell, what's his name? Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
That always scares me. Yeah,
me too.
Like, road rage is crazy. Like, people have died.
Get so angry.
Yes. Yeah. Like, calm down.
Yeah.
Okay. I currently work in 3rd grade and work a summer job every year. School ends. What?
It's so obvious that it's
you. This story is literally mine. Okay. Okay, let me read it again. I currently work in 3rd grade and work a summer job every year. School ends towards the end of May, but I want to leave early and go to my summer job because I make more money. Am I the asshole for leaving the last 2 weeks of school when the kids are absolutely insane? What do you think?
Depends on if you want that job back or not.
Yeah, it definitely does depend.
Because if you do, then I wouldn't hire you back.
Yeah, if I leave.
Yeah. Also, it's only 2 weeks.
It is only 2 weeks.
So I would just wait the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If I were you.
I was thinking about leaving, but then I was like, you know what? I couldn't do that to my teacher. Like, me and her have a good relationship.
Yeah.
And she's so nice. And so if I asked, I know she would be like, it's fine. But like, low-key, she'd be like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So I submitted that like a couple weeks ago, so I've changed my mind. I'm not going to leave early.
Okay. This is the last one, right? Okay. I moved away from my sister, who is my BFF. We had a podcast that was amazing. Am I the asshole for leaving? Yes.
This one's mine too.
No, I don't think you're the a-hole. I am really bummed though. And a lot of people message me and are like, please.
It's so fun to do like be your guest on your podcast because it brings back those like times.
I realize I'm sitting like an absolute man. Yeah, it is fun, but I understand life circumstances.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work too. So
it is a lot of work. I know you don't like
to work very hard. Just kidding. I was kidding. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. That didn't hurt my feelings.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for being upset when my sister says rude things to me outside?
Yeah. You are. I'm just kidding. No, but people really do miss you. So
I know. And I love being your guest on here. I already said that, but
I make her every time she visits me. I'm like,
let's record a podcast.
We're recording.
Yeah. So. No, I do like it though, and I do love me still recording.
You can say you love me.
I do love you.
Thank you.
Makes me feel important.
Yeah, you're important.
Thank you.
You was kind. You was smart. You was important. Okay. That's it. That's all we have for you guys today. And I hope you guys have, I
don't really feel like any of these submissions were like, yeah, you're the asshole. You know?
I don't think so. So give us some more juicy ones.
Yeah. Serious.
No, these were great. Thank you so much for all your submissions. It makes makes episodes possible.
Yes.
So yeah, I appreciate it.
Keep submitting. We love them. Even if they're repeats from like when you submitted them to the Call Your Sisters podcast.
Yeah, I have a lot of new audience.
Yeah. And a lot of people haven't gone back. You have a lot of followers who weren't from Call Your Sisters. So resubmit them.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe though, because I see a lot of you guys don't subscribe, but you listen.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see exactly who it is, but like the listening ratio to the subscribers ratio, I can't see that.
Yeah, it's just a button you push.
Yeah,
push
subscribe
the button.
it. All right, love you guys. Thank you. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Goodbye.
Bye.